Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Farming Simulator 17 DLC Spotlight, and quite a lot to look at, isn't there? This is the Modern Classics DLC. It's not made by Giants, technically. It's made by MATTXJS, who, if you don't, know anything about the UK community, he's a modder. He made the Ford TWs from the mod contest, got a chance to make a DLC, and here it is. So let's have a look at what's in it. We've got the Massey Ferguson 390T, or 390T, I apologise. It is out now, by the way. This DLC came out this morning. Literally, people on Giants mailing lists, any of them, got an email saying, hey, by the time we all woke up, because we're all lazy, because YouTubers, hey, it's out now, you might as well buy it, it's €5. And before I even look at any of this, I'm going to say, it's worth the money. It's 100%. This is the Massey Ferguson 390T. It's not the one from Peter J's mod pack that came out recently. Not the same model, completely different. MATTXJS made this independently. All the sounds for all these tractors were recorded by, and the harvester that you see up there, were recorded by MATTXJS himself, so it's all 100% his work. I think he did get a bit of help with some stuff, but for the most part it's his work. You also have the case 5150, and literally some variations. Just a few. Beautiful. JCB Fastrac 150, the old school Fastrac. I'll go through the variations you can get in a minute. A new Holland TX34 combine with a header and over there a header trailer. A lizard trailer of some description. It's quite large. A Kverneland, I've forgotten the name of this plow. Kverneland plow. A really old Lemken Smaragd plow, or cultivator even. Really nice. Amazon D830 special. I've seen one of these in real life. They do look this derpy in real life. Trust me on that one. Something that should have been in the game from the beginning. A JCB load-all. This is going to be the highlight for some people. My highlight is probably... Well, so far, this is the first time I'm looking at this stuff. Probably the Combine, the Fastrac, or... Actually, I can't pick a highlight. I've wanted a combine like this for so long. I've wanted a good Fastrac, a good old Fastrac for so long. I've wanted some good old case tractors for so long. I've wanted Masseys for so long, and then we get two different 390Ts in quick succession. And you guys know, if you follow the channel, that I love old equipment so much. So it's nice to see so much in one pack. The Modern Classics really is just something, a bit of a love letter to the UK community. I've been calling it for a while, and I find it hard to call it anything else. So in terms of like customizing your tractors, what can you get? Well, with the 390T, you can customize front loader on and off, and you can get different wheel setups, standard wide tires and narrow. The case really is the highlight of the optimizations, because you can get the weight or the front hydraulics, front loader yes or no, rear twin wheels or twin wheels in addition to the normal tires, and you can change the rim color to white if you want. As for engine setups, this is where it gets interesting. 5150, black silver, and this is all just kind of covering the different skins it has. Black silver, 50,000 edition black, red, 5150 Pro, which does have 150 horsepower. So that is a different engine. And then 5150 Pro in black in the second variation. And then I think there's a second variation of the black as well. And then you go back to the start. So, yeah, with all these different variations, you end up with quite a lot of different tractors. You can see the two variations on the 5150 Pro here. And it's just down to where that decal there, the Pro decal, is located and what direction it faces. With the Fastrac, this is something that he's done that I find very interesting. You can choose your top speed. You can go 40 kilometers an hour, 55, or 65, or 75, and it does change the engine power. So you got 159 horse, 168 for the 50 and 65, and the 75 as well. And again, the wheel setup, standard wide tires, rear twin wheels or twin wheels or narrow tires if you really want to go spraying with your Fastrac 150. Which, oh my god, I've wanted something like that for so long. In terms of the combine, there is no customization available, but it is a beautiful combine. I've wanted a TX34 for so long. It's nice to see it in game. Only the one header with the combine. It's a 14-foot header. This trailer, I can't even remember what it's called because it's just kind of a generic name. The TA18, you can change the color entirely if you want. Looks kind of good in blue and red. Holds 30,000 litres, so it is quite a huge trailer. Good for maybe mid to end game stuff. The plough, cultivator and seeder have no customizations. I don't think the load-all has any customizations. I might be wrong. I don't remember seeing any. No customizations at all. But it's a load-all. It's something that so many people in the UK and Ireland community have wanted. For as long as I can remember, and there have been some really questionable mods brought out, same with the Fastrac. It's nice to see kind of the love letter DLC come out from Matt. So I'm only going to hop into one of each of these tractors. So I'm going to hop into the 390T first so you can hear the sounds. I'm going to just be quiet here so you can hear this properly. Like I said, these sounds were recorded by MATTXJS. They are 100% true to life. And, yeah, quite a fan so far. I haven't tried the 5150. I had hopped into the 390T just to get over here, but the 5150, nothing else I've heard. So let's hop in here. Oh, that's lovely. What's it sound like when I hop out then? Yeah, kind of generic. Not the greatest, but it does sound nice. The Fastrac, this is the one I'm kind of looking forward to. What does this thing sound like? Sounds Fastrac-y so far. This is the Fastrac that I know. This is the one that I would know best as a Fastrac. Does this have... It does not have different wheel modes. I thought the original Fastracs did. This is in the 75 km/h configuration, the fastest configuration. It's quite slow to get up to top speed, which you'd kind of expect, but I'm sure once it gets there it likes holding it up there. It sounds a bit quiet, but I don't know, that's possibly realistic. I like the little wind down of the turbo as you get out. So the TX34, the combine, this is something that I'm probably going to spam in a lot of maps, so let's see what it sounds like. Sounds very nice to me. The fold unfold is just a little tweak of the top there. Anything else with this thing? What happens if I enable and disable the straw swath? Yes, I do have my wheel on at the moment, but it's that's the pipe. Yes, it does bring down that little flap. Very nice indeed. And yeah, so far you might notice I'm not having any complaints. Just because I honestly don't want to complain. I know how much work Matt's put into this. I know how much I wanted it. And it's going to be very hard for me to find flaws. I'm not going to test the plough, the cultivator, or the seeder. They'll work as plough, cultivator, and seeder. The header also I won't try. Same with the trailer. I don't see a point in testing stuff that I know how it's going to work. This does have all-wheel steering available. So if you press left control, oh, you can go crab steering to the right. Oh, it's by default on all-wheel steering, very nice. How high can the load all load? This is the true question of it. That is quite high, and I would say that's realistic. I've seen plenty of load alls in my time, and yeah, that's about the extent of the boom. It's not, you know, super high like the famous Merlot, but it's got a good enough reach that it's not gonna ever cause a problem with bales. And yeah, this is kind of a quick spotlight, I guess. And if you're wondering why I'm quiet, it's because my sister's on night shift this week, which is why there's no normal videos, and why there was no stream yesterday. And I'm being very mindful of that, so I'm having to intentionally be quiet and record slightly differently to usual. But yeah, if you're wondering why this spotlight's really short, it's because I don't want to find fault on this. I just want to love it, and I'm going to be using all of these on a lot of maps going forward. It's gonna be a DLC that's just constantly activated and constantly spammed, because this is the kind of equipment I absolutely love using, and I couldn't be happier that it just dropped suddenly this morning. I've been looking forward to it for weeks, months, and now I get to play with the fancy new things and the shinies. So I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this. This has been your Farming Simulator 17 DLC Spotlight. I've got to get the Combine unstuck somehow. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.